My name's Julia Coffey. I am the owner of Mycoterra Farm, a gourmet mushroom farm in West Hampton, Massachusetts. And we're here to talk to you about my startup mushroom business. I grow unique varieties. Some of them more common, such as the shiitake mushroom. I also grow several varieties of oyster mushroom, as well as a number of popular Japanese mushrooms. Really, my strategy in providing fresh mushrooms is provide diversity in color, shape, texture, and flavor. I moved back to Western Massachusetts after living in Washington State for several years and was unable to find employment in a field that worked for me. After much deliberation, decided to take the huge leap and start off on my own and start my own business, mushroom farming. Really, the light bulb went off when I was shopping, and I was accustomed to having good local mushrooms available to me, and I was unable to find those in the local markets. I was able to get started in the mushroom business with an initial startup of about $5,000. That's about as low as you can go, but given that I had the know-how from previous working on previous mushroom farms, I was able to scale my operation to a very small startup amount. At this point, I am growing my mushrooms in the basement of my home. However, this year I'm planning on expanding to a much larger facility. During spring, summer, and fall, I also have an outdoor growing facility. I provide several local farmers markets with an assortment of fresh mushrooms every week, both through the main season farmers markets and also during the winter. I also provide wholesale mushrooms to River Valley Market, the local food co-op, and I have supplied restaurants and plan on expanding further into the restaurant menus soon. In Western Massachusetts, there is a phenomenal local food economy, and the mushroom business in Western Massachusetts has been very well received. I am yet to be able to meet my demand, but plan on doing so as I expand here soon. So what I thought was going to take 5 to 10 years is now looking more like 3. At this point, I'm looking to expand in my building and hire several employees, including full-time, part-time, and interns. And I look forward to spreading that through the local economy. To be successful in the mushroom business, passion is incredibly important. It is arduous and it is hard work. However, it's also a lot of fun, and there's incredible health benefits you can gain from mushrooms, as well as environmental benefits that mushrooms can offer the planet. I would strongly encourage anybody interested in getting in the mushroom business to get a strong education as well as experience. I gained my experience working on a mushroom farm. I worked for one of the masters in mycology, and he really gave me a head start. So when I moved back to Western Massachusetts, I didn't land a job, and I couldn't be more thrilled. This is more rewarding than working for somebody else could have ever been, not only to my health and my lifestyle, but also being enriched by what I'm offering to other people. I also am thrilled to be offering jobs to my local community. Not only was I not able to find a job, but I've now able to create jobs for more people. Okay, so we're talking about the growing of the mushrooms, and all of these guys grow on a basic hardwood substrate. It's wood chips and sawdust, and it's supplemented with organic wheat bran and a little bit of gypsum for magnesium supplement. This here's the lion's mane. You can see the mycelium. It's the live growing tissue growing on the wood chips and sawdust. That's all the white material you see. And then the mushrooms are produced through holes punctured in the bag. The mushroom mycelium actually responds to the higher concentration of oxygen where the holes are punctured, and is able to produce the mushroom just right out the hole. It's basically simulating them growing in the natural environment, say where the mycelium's growing in a hardwood tree in the wild. When the bark is damaged or scraped off, the mushroom will form from that site in the tree. The shiitake here, you can see the mycelium is much more tenacious and rigorous. It's locking together that same hardwood substrate into a solid block. All of the brown and white material you see is the living mushroom mycelium. Mushrooms are actually just the fruit to the organism. The mycelium's just the living growing tissue, and the mushroom is the reproductive organism. These are the Untitled. Their mycelium is much more fragile than the shiitake and even the lion's mane. The Untitled are popular in Japan, and they tend to fruit off the surface of the substrate. So from the bag, we keep them in the bag so we're able to hold the unit together, and then once they're opened up, the mushrooms explode from the top, sensing the exposure of oxygen once the bag is opened. The byproduct of growing mushrooms is actually help growing soil. Once I get a few batches of mushrooms off of these, say about 2 pounds for the lion's mane, 2 or 3 for the shiitake, and 1 or 2 for the Untitled, I'm able to compost the substrates and help grow soil. I can work it into a standard vegetable compost. I use it as a top dressing in my garden and also amendment for the forest land around my farm. And so not only do I grow mushrooms, but I grow soil. It helps mushrooms, their role in nature is decomposition. They break down organic material and make nutrients available in a highly bioavailable form for other plants and even animals. They're great recyclers. They also have great applications in environmental remediation. They can help remediate runoff from silt or contaminants, and some mushrooms are also able to break down hazardous components in the environment. So there's a number of secondary uses for this material after I've grown some wonderful gourmet mushrooms.